breaking news.
Adams has resigned after 9 months in charge of the Championship side.
It really hurt me. It's not a nice feeling.
Hopefully it's going to change soon.
Oh, what a save! Redmond shot, scores.
This is what we love to do, and that's play football, so it really doesn't matter if we're away. You know, we're here to do something we love, and for me it's still a great feeling just going to the hotel and getting ready for the game the day after, so for me it's a good feeling. I think we started good, and then of course we got in a period there we should have won games. We created loads of chances, but you know, we didn't have the luck really, and it's been tough for us, but you know, like I said before, you know, you have to go through that tough times, you know, maybe to start picking up them points that we need. And I feel still we're being strong as a team, and we're working hard. It's not like we don't want it. We want to go up straight away to the Premier League, and we're working hard and training every day. So, you know, hopefully that will change soon. It's the Championship, you know. Anyone can win in this league, and it's not like we're underestimating teams, you know, because there are very good teams in this league, but we just haven't played like we should do. And of course that's frustrating, because we know how we can play individually as well as players, but sometimes we haven't reached that level. But you know, it's a long season, and you know, hopefully it's going to change soon.
Neil Adams, what are your emotions after that defeat?
Extremely disappointed, bitterly disappointed that we didn't look creative enough, and we've been done with a set play goal that we should do better with. But mostly frustrated because 2 games ago, 3, 4, 5 games ago, we're probably playing some of the best football we've played all season, and the last 2 games we've been anything but. So yeah, we just didn't look creative. I don't know if we had a shot on target today, which is a big concern for me, because you know the game's a nothing game, but we're waiting for us to take control of it, and it didn't happen.
Neil Adams, the manager of Norwich City Football Club, has resigned, as Rob Butler reports.
Adams has resigned after 9 months in charge of the Championship side following their 2-0 defeat by League One Preston in the FA Cup third round on Saturday.
Breaking news that Neil Adams has resigned as the manager of Norwich City with immediate effect.
Mike Phelan is in temporary charge and Norwich City are busy searching for their new manager.
So after that game, it was probably one of the lowest of my career, is how I felt after the game, you know.
That shouldn't be happening. You know, we didn't have a shot on goal at the end of the day, and I think I had maybe two chances where we might have just fluttered wide or stuff like that, but we didn't have a shot on target, and as a team that's not good enough. That's one of those things that for any footballer to look around the dressing room and know that we haven't worked hard for each other, it's not a nice feeling.
To come in Monday morning and hear that the news that Neil Adams has gone, it really hurt me, and I texted him and said how sorry I was, and hopefully we can work again soon, and I wish him all the best. But as a group of lads, we weren't happy, and we knew that we've let the club down and we let ourselves down.
We expect now that Alex Neil will be leaving Hamilton Academicals and going to Norwich City. There is a meeting going on between himself and the players. The two clubs have been sorting out compensation, and it looks like, really, Adam, it's only a matter of time until this deal is confirmed.
I was at an under-20s match for Hamilton, and initially it was a real sort of surprise to me, but the more it sunk in, the more I thought to myself, what a great opportunity. To be honest, I was really open-minded. I knew how bad a club Norwich were in terms of their sort of stadium, their fan base, their aspirations in terms of where they'd been, in terms of being in the Premier League the season previous, and where they wanted to go. I mean business, I'm here to sort of get them working as much as they can, and I think it's important that you create a sort of an honest environment where people can say their piece, and the fact that the players know that if they step out of line, then there will be sort of judgment and punishment there, but also that you'll be fair with them, and you want them to work as hard as you're going to work, and if we can both work for the same goal as hard as each other, then there's no reason why we can't achieve that. You know, I think if you're honest with people, you let them know exactly where you stand and what you're looking for, there's no room for error then. You know, I think if you become too friendly with the players at times, sometimes a bit of complacency can creep in. When it's time to play and it's time to train, then it's working time, and that's when we're serious and we're getting our sort of heads down. But out with that, it's important that the guys can relax as well and make sure that they've got other things to focus on other than the game at times. I spoke to Gary, I spoke to the players, and I'd spoke to Mike Phelan the night before. You know, they'd prepared the players all week. I had a good chat with the players before the game in terms of how they were going about their business and different things, and just try to sort of motivate them before the game, as well as Mike and Gary. But Gary and Mike are the guys who did the work all week in terms of the shape and how we were going to play. So as I said on the day, all the credit in terms of the actual way the game had panned out up until that stage had to go to the guys.
I can be honest with you, I know it's easy sitting here and saying it now, but during the game I felt confident. I felt we were going to still win the game. And I was talking to Cam during the game, and Cam was like, come on, we can win this. And I was telling Cam, I know we're going to win this. And I said, it's easy sitting here now and saying it, but honestly, hand on heart, I was saying to the lads, listen, we can win this game. They ain't got nothing.
I could see sort of Gary looking up to me to say, well, it's changed now because obviously the scenario in the game had changed, and I just felt I was better suited to sort of supporting the team and supporting my staff at the side of the pitch rather than maintaining myself in the stand.
Just relief, you know, we worked so hard throughout the whole game, and especially when we went down to 10 men, we worked even harder, and to see that goal go in and winning away from home to the league leaders down to 10 men is just a massive relief.
That sort of resilience and that work ethic that they showed in the last final hour, and not only that, the quality. You know, if you look at the quality of the goal, it's a magnificent goal and it deserved to win any match, but that goal wouldn't have mattered if you weren't prepared to do the work in that final half hour to make sure that you got something from the match. And it showed in the squad that they've got that work ethic within them. It's about getting it week in and week out, and that's where the difficulty lies, because any group's capable of doing it in a one-off, but to get the consistency and doing that every sort of week is what we're trying to build towards.
Hi CITY360. I've done. That's it.
Come on.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hi CITY360. I'm just on my way to a local school to talk to some kids about anti-discrimination. Just coming from obviously a multicultural city such as myself, and being involved in incidents when I was younger and whilst I was growing up, you know, I just feel it's important for kids to just sort of learn and what better way to do that with international language such as football. Yeah, there's been a couple of times, you know, where when I was younger playing in sort of Sunday league tournaments, I remember some incidents clear where there's been stuff where I haven't even took notice of it too much, but I'd have my mum on the sidelines ready to sort of run on the pitch, and I remember back then they were just saying it, you know, to try and put me off my game, but I mean, I was probably like 8 years old at the time, but you know, back then I didn't really think too much of it, but looking back now, you know, you can see how it can sort of affect kids maybe in the long run, or affect them at a young age. It's a bit sad just to see that it's still around, you know. So slowly but surely, as I said, we're looking to stamp it out, and with organisations and brands sort of like such as Kick It Out, then hopefully we can do that.
And I think it's important that you kind of have an understanding of what it is, of why it happens, and most importantly, of what to do about it.
And then obviously we had an incident not long ago when I told Paul that someone on Twitter just tweeted me. I tweeted something, I think, about the game like 2-3 days ago, and he tweeted me saying, ha ha ha, something. I think we was the Drew. Ha ha, you dropped points, you black this, that, this, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like,
We have a campaign called The Next 20, and it's about 20 of the country's bright young players who act as ambassadors for Kick It Out and go into schools and use their role as role models to inspire the young pupils and talk to them about their own experiences around discrimination and how they deal with it. Help the young pupils with their education, their understanding of how to deal with discrimination. Today was absolutely fantastic.
Obviously I came in today, met Paul Mortimer and the Kick It Out team, and we just set up a workshop just discussing to kids about what Kick It Out is, what racism is, discrimination, you know, and just breaking it all down and making sure they leave here today with at least a little bit more knowledge than what they did know about racism and Kick It Out in general.
You know, I think when I took over, I think we were 7th, and we wanted to make sure that if we finished anywhere above 7th, we were involved in the playoffs, or if we could hit a real good sort of run of form, then you never know. So that's still the aim, and our task is to make sure that we pick up as many points as we can, and first and foremost, we get into the playoffs. If we achieve better than that, then great, and it really would be a run of form to manage to achieve that. But no, we'd just like to improve on what we've done so far. There's always pressure, regardless of what club you're at. You know, when I was at Hamilton initially, the pressure was to make sure we finished in the playoffs at Hamilton as a minimum requirement. We managed to do that. We won the playoffs and went up. And then my next task was to keep them in the league, and we managed to do that comfortably. And my next task now here at Norwich is to make sure the minimum requirement is to make sure we're in the playoffs, and we've got a potential chance to get into the Premier League. So that's my aim. If I don't achieve that, then I've not achieved my goal. You know, it's as simple as that. So, and I'll be judged at the end of the season. And like you say, managers are more harshly judged than others. But at the end of the day, that's the business we're in. I understand that, and I'm up for the challenge. And hopefully we can go and kick on between now and the end of the season and all achieve our goals.